The late adopter. Is Bitcoin like gold? That's what we're gonna try to find out today. And I mean in the sense of, you know, hedge against inflation and stuff like that, because I'm gonna show you a chart of gold in a while, in a short while, and I'm gonna show you that gold is actually doing quite nice. Now, if gold is doing nice, maybe, just maybe, Bitcoin is gonna do nice as well. I'm also gonna show you very nice lines on the chart right now and what I think might happen. I think we might have two more dips, and I'm gonna explain to you why. But let's first, before we get to that point, let's just see what's been happening lately, what we've been having on the chart and stuff like that. As you know, on the daily chart, we are below all of the moving averages. As you see, for the last 4 days, we only had the red candles, and we are going, of course, on the downside. Now, this, although it does look bad and stuff like that, we did break the trend, guys. We did break the trend. This is the trend over here. You can see we broke it up here. Right now, we are trying to get back down there around 37, 38,000 to retest that trend again. And this is a very common pattern that's happening. I'm going to show you the pattern, guys. I'm going to show you the pattern. Now, before we get to that point again, we got to talk about this chart, these lines as well over here. Let me just clear up everything else beside the lines, and you'll see that yesterday's video we put down some support levels down here between 39,000 and 38,000 in this ballpark area over here, and we said this is probably one of the more important levels to watch for. I actually wanted to make this a little bit redder. There we go. This is a more important area to watch for, and I said if we start going on downside, hitting this area over here might be you know, of significance, where we might actually bounce towards the upside. Now, after the video, I did draw this line as well over here, as you can see, and we are testing that line. So maybe we're just gonna, you know, bounce right over here, and I'm not that very pessimistic, to tell you the truth. You know, it is bearish news, and it is a bear market and all of that, right? But it does not look that bad, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Now follow me now, guys. What I'm gonna explain to you now is a very common pattern that's happening all the time, all the way, all over the place, any kind of chart. And this happens when you break the trend. So you can see down here that we had a downtrend that we broke out of. Okay, breaking the trend is very, very important in technical analysis, and when you do that, something very special happens. So let me show you a couple examples so you can understand what's happening. First of all, we're gonna talk about here in the previous stop. So when you got some kind of trend, it really doesn't matter what kind of trend it is, but when you got some kind of trend over here, you can see we have been following certain trend, and when you break that trend down here, price often tends to retest, you know, try to get back in on the trend. Oftentimes it fails and get rejected by that, and it oftentimes it does that for the second time, tries to, you know, retest the trend as well. But most likely, or most of the time, it always fail even for the second time to get back on the trend line, right? And when that happens, you get to this you know, reversal where you you know, you go into opposite direction, and this pattern is very, very common. Let me show you another example up here. This is very important to watch for now. This is the Dow Jones. You can see here we had a trend on Dow Jones, and that's why we called the top on Dow Jones right over here. There is a tweet on that that I posted on Twitter, so you can check it out. Right over here we said, okay, this is the top for Dow Jones, and right now Dow Jones needs to go into confirmation, into consolidation and a pullback. And you can see here we had a big trend over here. We broke the trend. We tried to get up to the trend. We tried to get up second time, and right now failing that and going towards the downside. So this pattern that's happening, once you break the trend, you know, try to retest the, you know, get back on the trend a couple of times, and oftentimes if you fail that, you have a reversal. Now look what's happening on Bitcoin right now over here, guys. Look what's happening on Bitcoin. We had the trend, we broke the trend, and right now we're going for a retest of the trend. If we inverse the chart over here, you'll see this a lot better, and maybe you'll understand a lot nicer. You can see here we went over here, we had a big move towards the upside where we failed, you know, and right now we broke this, you know, technically downtrend, but, you know, uptrend. We broke the uptrend. So what's happening right now, we are trying to retest the trend line, and maybe even for the second time we might even retest that. But after that, there comes a reversal, guys, a reversal. And if you see how this is gonna look like, we are maybe gonna be forming some kind of bottom over here, maybe, if this plays out, and then we go towards the upside. So I think this is actually quite bullish for Bitcoin, and I think you know, that might indicate that we are at some kind of bottom. There is also some kind of oversold levels on the RSI and stuff like that, but we won't go into that in this video right now. But just so you guys know that this thing can actually happen. So we already see here that there is a lot of support between 38, 39. We can even go all the way down to some kind of 36,000 down here, right? But you know, one time, two times, and then towards the upside. So that's what I'm looking for. Now the thumbnail said, is Bitcoin like gold? So I'm gonna explain to you what I mean, and this is more like theoretical part of the video where we talk about gold. So let me show you how gold is looking right now. And where is the gold? It's over here, and there is gold. And what you're gonna see on gold, I already did this on gold, and was already watching the price. So you can see here that gold actually went into some kind of consolidation pattern here at the top, and you can see here right now it is actually breaking out towards the upside. It has a really strong confirmation of the resistance, really strong confirmation of the resistance, and the fact that you are breaking that very strong. It's not just, you know, 1, 2 touches and then it breaks on the third touch. No, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th time it's breaking right now out of this pattern over here. And from what I've gathered, this pattern up here goes something to like what's that? Something like 2150 or give or take, right? It really doesn't matter. But what's interesting is now that we know that, you know, Dow Jones is going down, S&P 500 going down, you know, markets are gonna crash and stuff like that. Is it possible that, you know, Bitcoin and gold will actually survive this? You know, because Bitcoin, we don't have actually that much history data on Bitcoin, so we do not know how it's gonna perform during a major crisis, like for example in 2008. So it's gonna be really interesting to see whether Bitcoin actually does sustain the value and actually does what we think it can do. Because if right now you can see that gold is actually breaking out towards the upside, even on the weekly time frame, this looks pretty legit right now. You can see here it went a big move towards the upside, consolidating here right now, doing another move towards the upside. And if you look at also at the where is it? If you look also at the RSI and the MACD, everything looks like it's set up to, you know, you can see here the MACD crossed the zero line on the weekly time frame going up. It's not overbought or on the RSI. It had a very nice consolidation since August 2020, right? So it does look like gold is gonna, you know, be popping towards the upside soon. Now, if gold pops up towards, the question is, will Bitcoin do the same thing? Will Bitcoin be, you know, hedge against the inflation? Will Bitcoin be this big major you know, mover towards the upside? Because if that happens, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have one of the biggest rallies in Bitcoin, because when everything goes down, people have nothing else to do with their money than buy Bitcoin. So that can be very good news for us. And as I just showed you, this pattern that, you know, we've been following for a very long time, right now that's happening, and it is very common technical analysis pattern. You get a trend, you break that trend, you have 1, 2 tries, you know, to get back below certain levels. If you fail that, but you know, if you fail to, you know, get back, I would say get back below 34, 33,000 down here. If you fail that, and you cannot, let's say 30,000, 28, 30,000, doesn't really matter. If you fail that and you cannot push the price further towards the downside, this looks like it's gonna reverse. And when it's gonna, you know, pop towards the upside, I think this is the level, 45,000 level. So what we're gonna have over here, is 1 try, 2 try, then we're gonna climb, we're gonna get it back above this, you know, this high up here. And once we do that, I think everybody's gonna be super bullish on Bitcoin, and we're gonna pop to the moon. Guys, I hope you liked the good news today. I hope this plays out. Right now it looks a little bit, you know, scary on the downside, but we got decent support below us, so we're gonna see how this actually play out. Hold in there, guys. We're gonna make it eventually, right? Thank you for watching the show. Hit the like button on the way out. Come back tomorrow, same time, same place. See you around, guys. Bye bye.